A very good morning to all the students. Students, we have done about the reproduction term and we have understood what is reproduction. Now we are going to study reproduction under three heads. Reproduction in animals under three heads, that is, animals which reproduce by giving birth to the young ones, animals which reproduce by laying eggs, and care for young ones. Reproduction in animals. Animals produce more of their own kind by either laying eggs or giving birth to the young ones. This is what we have done the definition of reproduction, that either animals produce by laying eggs or by giving birth to the young ones. Animal can reproduce under two headings. दो headings है, यानी दो वे में animals reproduce कर सकते हैं. That means animals can reproduce either by laying eggs or by reproduction. All birds reproduce by laying eggs. We all know that. Birds जो होती है वो अंडे देती हैं, eggs lay down करती हैं, and they reproduce by this process. The habit of sitting of birds on their eggs by some parent animal to keep them warm is called incubation. That means when the birds sit on the eggs to keep them warm and to hatch them, that is, this process is called incubation. Now, egg laying animals, some egg laying animals, they lay eggs, while some animals they give birth to the young ones. How can we identify which animal give birth to the young one and which animal lays eggs? Animals whose ears are visible, for example elephants, dogs, and their bodies are covered with hair, they give birth to the young ones. That means the animals whose ears are visible, that means whose ears we can see with naked eyes, and who have feathers on their skin or hairs on their skin, जिनकी skin पे hairs होते हैं, those animals give birth to the young ones, and those animals feed their babies. These animals are mammals. So animals reproduce in many ways. Some lay eggs that hatch into young ones, and others give birth to their young ones. Animals that give birth to the young ones are called mammals. So that means those animals that give directly birth to the young one, they are called mammals. For example, goat, cats, rabbits, rats, dogs, human beings, these all are mammals because they give birth to their young ones. In mammals, the young ones develop inside the body of the mother. That means the young one develops inside the body of the female animal. जो भी female होते हैं, they give birth to the young ones. They are able to give birth to young ones, and the child develops inside the body of the mother. Duck-billed platypus is a mammal which lay eggs. Now, as I said you earlier, mammals are those whose ears are visible and who have hairs on their skin. Among them, duck-billed platypus is the only mammal which lays its egg. It's a mammal, still it lays eggs. That means when the eggs hatch out, a young one come out of it, and the duck-billed platypus feed these young ones. So it is a mammal. At the time of the birth, these young ones are fully developed. For example, when that puppy is fully developed, it has eyes, it has ears, it has mouth, nose, and the mother feeds them with her milk. That means the female dog feed the puppies. Dolphins and whales, a category of fish, also give birth to the young ones. That means in aquatic animals also, among the aquatic animals, dolphins and whales are the only aquatic animals that give birth to the young ones, and they are called mammals. Bat is the only flying mammal among the birds that fly, or among the aerial animals. We have done it about earlier. Aerial animals are those animals that spend most of their time in air. Among them, bat is also an aerial animal. Most of the aerial animals lays down their eggs, but bat is the only mammal that give birth to the young one. So it is a flying mammal. Now let us discuss the properties of mammals. What we have discussed about mammals. First one is they give birth to their babies. Secondly, they feed babies with their milk. And third one, people belong to this group. Since man is also termed as a social animal and men belong to the group of mammals. Now, another kind of animals that reproduce are the animals that lay eggs. Some animals reproduce by laying eggs. For example, birds, frogs, snakes, these are the animals that lay their eggs. Such animals are called egg laying animals. Birds, frogs, and snakes are some well known animals that lay their eggs. Birds lay eggs in nests that are specially made for this purpose. The mother or father bird often warm and protect the eggs till they hatch. So how bird produces the young ones? They lay down their eggs. They sit on those eggs to keep them warm till they hatch. जब तक कि वो eggs टूट नहीं जाते हैं, they keep them warm. उनको warm रखा जाता है and they sit on them and the feathers on their body keep those eggs warm. This period is called incubation. So, this period of keeping the eggs warm till they hatch is known as incubation. The young birds that hatch out do not have feathers on their body. When the eggs hatch out, for the young birds come out of it, but the young birds are not fully developed. जो यंग वंस होते हैं जो एग से बाहर आते हैं दे आर नॉट फुली डेवलप्ड. वो फुली डेवलप्ड नहीं होते लाइक पपीज़ की तरह वो फुली डेवलप्ड नहीं होते हैं. पपीज़ फुली डेवलप्ड होते हैं बट जो बर्ड्स के चिक्स आते हैं वो फुली डेवलप्ड नहीं होते हैं बिकॉज दे डोंट हैव फेदर्स ऑन देयर बॉडीज. दे कैन नॉट फ्लाई सो दे आर नॉट fully developed. So these young birds they don't that hatch out, they do not have feathers on their body. This is about the birds that lay out their eggs or animals that lay out their eggs.